What? Here we are again. Friday. I don't even know the date. June 23rd. Well, you know. Last trading day of the week. Traditional markets. Let's get over in this Discord. These people fired up. There's a nice chart to share with the folks. Hello, my people. Hello. Oh, the wolves are waking up. The wolves are waking up. Lead by example here. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit this rocket icon. Oh, number one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see here. What we got going on in these markets? Uh-oh. There's a heartbeat. There is a heartbeat. And whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we got Bitcoin up. Let's see here. Very interesting. Let's scale this back a little bit real quick. Okay, come on. There you go. Scale it, scale it, scale it. Was that beautiful, man? Love it. That 3SD move is pretty damn powerful. Pretty powerful. Been going sideways ever since. I'm sure pattern traders are out there having a ball, drawing their little triangles and marking off their little trend lines and their supports and the resistances and all that fun stuff. Meanwhile, we focus our attention on the VEPS. Leading information. Leading information. That's what we're all looking for, right? That's what we're all looking for. If you got indicators built on price, you don't have leading information. You know who knows you don't have leading information? The high frequency trading firm algorithms, my friends. That's who. That's why we're here. That's why we're trying to help people. One trader at a time. One trader at a time. Got all the monitors firing. Let's see what's happening here. Any cryptos really popping? Besides your normal little pump and dumps? Nah, let's take a peek. Not really. Not really. Link's up 5%. VeChain. What's up with VeChain? Is it off the chain? Chinese scam coin? Sorry. All you VeChain lovers out there. There's a few cryptos I don't touch. Let's see here. Waiting for the big rug pull. Some of these Chinese cryptos. Love the Chinese people. Despise the government. Let me see here. My uncle actually was... How long was he in China? Jeez, man. Probably a decade and a half. Easy. Teaching English. Teaching English. Let's see here. We got Chris in the chat. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's see if we're setting up any hidden. All right, 4 hour definitely has gone sideways into the power mean band. Looks like it's trying to find some support on the 9 log MA, which it does. Which it does. A real moving average built on log returns. Built on log returns. There's other moving averages out there. Of course there is, but yeah, man. We want leading indicators here. That's what we want. Real-time information. Let's see here. Right, because what's trading all about? Speed, information, and size. All right. Which should be a big part of your edge. What's the most important? I'm making up new words. Important part of your edge is risk management. Risk management. Let's see here. Has the daily hit this power mean band yet? Doubt it. Yeah, this thing's way up above. Variance coming down. Positively correlated. No bear div. No bear div. What's setting up? Hidden. Below the zero mean. The returns oscillator is below the zero mean. All right. From the bottom of this data set right here, here's the low. Lower low. All right. Low. High or low. Could be getting ready to get a pop. Let me see here. Entropy trending right at the 3SD band. Looks like it's a little below it. Let's blow it up. Yeah, a little below. It's on the downside. Let's see. Contracting. Yeah. 981 contracting, negatively correlated. 2400 contracting, negatively correlated. Low length volatility, contracting, positively correlated. Yeah, we're getting a little chubby doji. Little chubby. Jeff, hello, sir. Let's see what else we got going on. That's the daily. Yeah, that's where we need to start anyway. That's about as high as I go during the week after Monday or Sunday night when it comes to crypto. Let me see here. When we get that new weekly, right, Sunday night, I will definitely start on a weekly time frame. Add the weekly, 5-day, 3-day, 2-day right into my workflow. First one on Monday to get bias, right? And usually that first workflow, that's going to be like heavy bias for the week. It can change. It can definitely change throughout the days, but yeah. More times than not, the weekly will lock it in for me. And I'll just have to do a rundown from the daily, right? Daily, 4 hour, 90, 45, 33, 15. Just make sure that bias is still looking strong. And then my second workflow, right? While I'm actually trading, 9-minute, 6-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute time frames to get entries, to get those good entries, right? But what does volatility do? It expands and contracts. The correlation breaks all the time, right? If there's a move, pretty obvious entry. Guys, correlation can break at any times. You understand this is like an algo tracker, in my opinion. You're going to know, you're going to get real-time information when these algos are flipping the script. So pay attention. That's why we recommend people that come in, first thing we want you to do is request the free volatility starter pack and start asking some questions. That's all you got to do. Guys, this isn't going to cost you any money. It's going to cost you some time. Is that relevant? Yeah, it is. I mean, right? Time is money. But most people have a lot of free time. They just like to cram a bunch of worthless crap into that free time. No offense to anybody. I'm there, right? I do a lot of things where I could definitely be spending more time doing more important things. Got to have fun, though. Got to have fun in life. But yeah, this is going to take time. It's going to take time to learn. Start slow. Volatility starter pack. Once you work on that for a couple weeks, maybe, and this is if you're really putting some effort into it to understand what we're talking about here. Then we got a free trial, 2-week free trial for our indicators. You don't get, we have a lot. It's probably pushing 50 now. I don't know. I think it's around 40, a little over 40. But I think we give you about 14 on the free trial. A lot of the stuff you see that I'm pulling up on charts every day. But we have a lot of indicators. What's that allow you to do? Take in everything. Build your own strategy, right? Build your own strategy with the alpha trading indicators to put into your edge. And that's literally a really small part of it, right? Especially for traditional TA, right? Because it's a lagging set of indicators. We got real-time information. So it's it's definitely better, but risk management, like I always say, biggest part of your edge to building a good P&L is risk management. People are like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to set my stop losses. As soon as I enter a trade, right, I'm going to use the little tool, my little long or short tool, which is literally ridiculous to me. Oh, well, here's where I should put my stop. Here's where I should put my take profit. Telling you guys, as soon as you do that, the exchange knows they're trading against you, especially all you crypto traders out there. But don't think this isn't happening in brokerage accounts and stuff. Finance in general is pretty shady. That's why we're trying to bring decentralization in, right? That's why we're trying to hype up decentralized exchanges in crypto. All these centralized exchanges, everybody gets hyped about it. Oh, la, 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 la. Guys, I'm telling you right now, man, you need to be careful. Money's not safe there. Never is. There's a lot of people that have access to a lot of things that work for those companies, and they make mistakes all the time, right? Nobody really ever gets hacked. You get scammed. Somebody lets somebody in the door, right? Somebody lets them in. Unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Let's see here. Okay, not down on. So that daily's got quite a ways to go. 4 hour though. What's the first time frame where this thing has went sideways into the reverse wave trend? Let's check this. Populate, my little friend. Volatility has fallen off a cliff on the 90-minute. You got the 981 and the 525. What are they pushing? Grade. Grade's at about a 6.92. 525's at an 8. 981's at an 1111. Powerful number there. Powerful number. Like I say all the times, work with square roots. Work with square roots and break them down to a single digit. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're going to always add up to a 369 or a master number. 1122 or a 33, 44 as well. So you got the 11, 22, 33, 44. You start playing around with square roots. Multiply 9 by any number. Multiply 3, 6, or 9 by any number and see what you get, right? Always break that down to a single digit, right? What's 9 times 3? 27, right? 2 plus 7 is 9. Continue with that. Multiply it by big numbers. It'll start. You'll start to wake up to the 369. Do that with any other set of numbers. Multiply 4 by anything. Multiply 6 or multiply 7 by anything. 8 by anything. You're going to see the power of the 369. There's something to it in mathematics. It's very powerful, man. It's the reason why I use it. So let's see. What are we doing here? Right at the 33 power mean. Let's blow up this. Yeah. This 90-minute candle, right? Was fine. It was getting comfortable down here. Look what happened right when the 33 power mean crossed up the 9 log MA. Wham, you got a little pump. Now we're sustaining up here. Top side of the power mean bands back up here, almost at the local high, about 30,500 almost. Still haven't hit this wave trend though. Let's see if the 45 did. Does this power mean the band, the reverse wave trend? It will pull up to price. It'll chase down price action. Let's populate here. Come on down. Come on, baby. Populate for me. Yeah, starting to have an outlier on the 30-link Z-score too, right? The Laplace Z-score. See, and here's what I like to show people. Guys, this is the Laplace Z-score of the returns, right? Look what happened. You were up here almost a 99% confidence interval. This thing ran all the way to the bottom side, right, of the 99% confidence interval. Look, half the move was why the Z-score on returns was going to the downside. This is why we use Z-score and we use Z-score and the returns oscillator for divergence. It's the only real divergence. It really is. Price action follows returns, right? You're going to want to find divergence between those two. Not price and price. Makes zero sense. That's why we always talk about the way traditional technical analysis indicators lag. People don't understand. They hear it all the time, right? Daily, you hear lag. People trying to figure out. That's why most traditional TA indicators, you're obsessed with the data set. Totally obsessed with the data set. Man, I can't get this UPM to populate. Let's go to 33. Back up to the 45. Blow this thing up. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, you hear lag all the time, but a lot of people don't understand why. Well, it's because price is following returns. If you don't have an oscillator built on the returns, right? Like Z-score, like the returns oscillator, you're gonna run into problems. Let me see. Whoa. Ever since this move, right on the 45, just a random walk, man. Random walk. Price action has not trended since. You had not two real strong trending move, right? When we were down there, what was the PA at? Yeah, about 26.7, 26.5. Went into a nice heavy trend right here. But look, a lot of the move, boom, it was going back into a random walk. Now we turned back down here, didn't go into a strong trend. Maybe that top candle, that 45-minute candle right there went into a little bit of trend. Ever since, man, random walk. Look at the wave trend test on the 45. If you're always wondering, what's he talking about, this wave trend? It's a reverse wave trend, number one. So if you pull up a regular wave trend indicator, you're not going to see this. All right, Alpha Trading created this. So here you go. Perfect tap on that big 45-minute candle pullback. Everybody's like, oh yeah, it was a fake out. Here we go. Down again. I'm saying, be careful, man. Bitcoin. This thing's about to go off the chains. About to go off the chains. I love when I see a perfect test like that too. And now where are we? Right at the backside, right at the top side of the power mean band again. Literally. Beautiful. Beautiful indicator, man. Let's see the 33. A bit concerning. A bit concerning on the 33. Is what you didn't really want to happen is this wave trend cross back down the fissure. Now that, look, you got the fissure up top, right? This bad boy can be a cap. And we're getting ready to go into the weekend too. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out over the weekend. All right, now let's see this 15-minute. Come on, populate for me, baby. Bring it in. Wow, a little slower than usual today. Trading View. It's okay though. There she blows. Man, oh man, oh man. Why am I laughing? The power mean band has disappeared. The log MAs have disappeared. Guys, do you understand what's happening right now? This is super tight. Holy moly. This is when you get some pretty explosive moves. When was the last time it was that tight? Maybe right down here. Telling you, be careful right here. I'm not saying this thing's going to pump hard, but this thing could run up to the reverse fissure and then maybe dump out. I don't know. Let's see what happens. This is super tight. You get reverse wave trend, all three log MAs and the power mean band tight like this. Yeah. That's a shot across the bow. Be prepared. Be prepared. What's the VRE look like on today? Usually go to it first. Tighter daily range than yesterday. All right, you can see the width. It's a little tight today. When we opened up, what did it do? Pretty much range. See the wick? See these candles? See this white line? That's the 4 hour. That 4 hour candle, that was the top side of the 68.3% Laplace distribution range. Here was the bottom side. That's why the algos use the distribution. That's all this info is showing you, right? There's a certain group that's providing a majority of the liquidity, right? It's these big firms, man. It's these big firms. You think retail traders are making moves like that? Absolutely not. So it didn't close a 15-minute candle before the first 4 hour 68.3 Laplace. Let's see here. Didn't close a candle after that below the daily range. Now we're pretty much up here messing around with the top side of the 68.3. Daily range has been tested. Weekly ranges have been tested. 1SD up here at about 30.8. Pull this down a little bit more. Looking at this 4 hour candle. So we're breaking through the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace on this 4 hour candle right now. You can see what happened last time it broke through, bounced right off top side. Got to wick through. Okay? Got to wick through the top side of that volatility range. And this is the daily right here. Look at this RMLR. Let me turn off this 30. Let's work with the 7. What do we want? A daily. We're getting an intersection right now on the 7 length. Right on the 7 length, crossing up the 30 power mean. So we're up here messing around with the 3SD band, right? A couple days ago when we did on the current candle. That's what that little blue dot is right there. That's a 3rd standard deviation normal distribution. These are volatility bands we throw around everything that are 1, 2, 3 standard deviations. Really gives you a good idea when you're going to get right a reversal. So is this pullback in between the first and second enough? I mean, usually you're going to mean revert. Or here's what would make even more sense. If this, not if, look at the future, right? Look at the future projection. Is this going to go sideways? Can this go sideways? That's going to be more in the weekend. That'll be mid next week. We're going to have to go down the 4 hour here. Actually, let me pop this 30 on real quick. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, let's do that. There was the mean reversion on the 4 hour after the pump. What am I talking? What is this mean reversion he speaks of? This is the reverse mean of log returns. When we talk about mean reversion, we're not talking about, hey, we get a big pump. Now, this data set's just going to rip back down where the move started. That's where the mean is, right? No. Mean's fluid, man. Mean's fluid. Moves of volatility big time. That's why we always talk about volatility. Volatility is the basis of everything. Everything you see is because of volatility. But do you ever hear YouTube Jimmy talking about this? No, absolutely not, man. They don't understand volatility. They think volatility is just like, oh, look, the volume kicked up, and well, boy, we're getting some volatility in the markets. It's like, guys, volatility is it. That's what people don't get, which is okay. That's why we're here, trying to get people cracking on this. There's another, man. Is that another 3SD move? Wow. Good deal. So I didn't notice that. So on that daily candle as well, man, that last 4 hour, that big pump up, bam, that hit the 3SD as well. 2SD band, pulls back, goes sideways, mean reverts. Now we're below the reverse mean of log returns. We're really right in between the 30 log MA, the 30 power mean, my bad, and the 11 length reverse mean of log returns. We're pretty centered. You got the 30 power mean down here at the 3SD band. What's that telling me? To get a 3SD move on this 4 hour candle, highly doubtful. Why do I say that? Look at the current candle, 99.7 Laplace. There's a 99.7% chance in the next 2 hours and 37 minutes and 25 seconds, down to the second. That's right. That's how we roll. That you're gonna breach that area. That's at 29, 180. So you got to take these probabilities into account. That's why we run them, right? When you get these big volatile moves, that's why we brought Laplace distribution in. Right? It's not like there was somebody out there going, hey, you guys should code an indicator on Laplace distribution. No. And we're looking at some other distribution models as well. We think we've got it pretty nailed down, though. We know the algos are running both normal and Laplace distribution. Like I said, usually when you're having a little ranging move, even on the 4 hour or the daily, you'll see the data sets ranging inside the 68.3 Laplace. When you get the big trending moves, that's when you'll go stepping up through the standard deviations of normal distribution, right? The bell curve. Everybody remembers the bell curve if you were paying attention. I did a lot of sleep and I used my books for pillows. I was tired. Tired a lot, man. Sports and stuff. Oh, well. I got through it. That's all that matters. Let me see here. So I'm looking really, this can dip to the downside. Like I said, it's not hitting the 30 power mean on this 4 hour. No. Where's the 30 length at? A little closer. That's a little better. Around there. What's that? 29.3 area. Right in that. Yeah, 29.1 actually, but I was giving it a couple extra bucks. I do like that 30 better. You got the 2. You got the 11 and the 30 right here. Who's going to get some action? Let me turn off the 7. I love it. Look what happened when the 30 crossed up, right? Look what happened when the 30 crossed up. That's the 30 length RMLR crossing up the 30 power mean. Boom. That's right when the move. Usually it's going to take a couple candles. Wasn't dicking around today. That day, was it? Thing just took off, man. Ended on a third standard deviation move. This is what we try to tell people. Understand these probability levels. You get a wick way up there, right? Let me scale this up so I can really explain this. Show you the power of this thing, man. And boy, there's the normal distribution to the top side. Look, when this opened up, do you see the bottom side? The pink dot down here, 99.7 Laplace, is below the third standard deviation. Look at the top side. The third standard deviation is above the 99.7 Laplace. Is that a magnet? Was that giving you a little insight on which way this was going to move? Maybe. I keep a lot of secrets. I really do. We all do. You can't give away your whole strat. People find out over time. I'm not just going to spoon feed and spoon feed and spoon feed. But look at the power of this. So you run up to a 3SD, there was a 99.7% chance that candle was going to exceed that limit and close up there. Not only that, look at the pullback. There was a 68.3% chance it would pull back to the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution, and it did it perfectly. There's the 2SD, 1SD, 99 or 68.3 Laplace. That's where these probabilities, when you get way out on the tails, right? When you get way out on the tails, high probability that thing is going to pull back hard, and it does. That's where you get these big wicks, right? That's where you get the big wicks from. All right, let's check this out. Was that the 4 hour? Let's pop to the 90. Just like the 4 hour, right? Get this nice big pop, sideways, mean reversion. Now we got, wow. Look at that future. Look at the future projection of the reverse mean of log returns. Once you start using this indicator, if you have the package, right? If you subscribe to our indicators, continue to work on this, right? You will see the power. You really will. This is no joke. This is some powerful stuff right here. Nobody is definitely talking about this indicator. You will not find anything about this, right? The coder wolves threw this thing together and just blew our minds. Blew our freaking minds. Let me turn the 7 on. Where's the 7 on the 90? Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. That's right. It's party time down here. Are we gonna get a? Maybe this is gonna intersect back to the top side. This is great. Yeah, boy. You wonder why you're creating a little doji right here on this 90-minute, man. This thing is squeezed. What's that telling you? Hey, something's got to give. This thing's gonna break loose at some point. Kind of like this sub. I'm gonna break off and go on a little sidebar here real quick to everybody out there. Guys, what are we doing? Have we lost all our freaking common sense? God bless those people. Silly decision to do that. This damn thing was carbon fiber, all kinds of crap, using parts from the local hardware store. Do you know, I saw an interview of James Cameron. I just watched it this morning. He was talking about it, saying, I sent many emails. I was talking with these people. The one guy, the owner of that company, wanted him to come on a dive, and he was like, absolutely not. You've got your sub built with carbon fiber. That carbon fiber, look, your sub might not implode on the first mission or the second or the third. But let me tell you something. This is what he told the guy. He was like, at some point, let me tell you, that carbon fiber is delamming. Every time you dive that deep, the carbon fiber is delamming, and at some point you're going to have an implosion. Thank God those people didn't feel anything. If you know anything about an implosion, it's milliseconds. I mean, you're just gone. Bam. It's a sad thing, but listen, this goes back to the same old saying: play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Nobody should have ever been doing that. Period. Wasn't even certified to do that. It's sad.
I'm not getting money back. Get out of my way.
I feel bad for the families, right? These guys paid $250,000 to get literally sealed in a freaking tomb. There's not even an escape hatch. You couldn't pay me $1 million. And I'm dead serious. If they were told me, here, we're going to pay you $1 million to jump in this sub and go see the Titanic, I'd be like, you're out of your freaking mind. All right, we got that'll get me off the sidebar. What do I got up? Triple Qs. I got triple Qs up today. I was checking out NASDAQ. Expected move top side 364.5, bottom side 360 on the nose. Let's check SPYs out real quick. SPYs expected move for today. 0 DTE options, top side 434.5 bottom side, 431 and about a quarter. Interesting indeed. Let's see here. What are we jacking up? Who's buying where? All right, getting some action on the 435 strike. Definitely on the put side. Not a lot building so far, but it's jumping quick. Just jumped a few K in a millisecond. Let's get over here on the, let's throw SPY up first. And then I'm going to go on triple Qs. Traditional. Because now, this pre-market dump. Yeah, now look, you're going to have a daily range up here, man. Yeah. Got the bottom side of the daily range. Wow, man, this thing dumped down below. Here, there's that second resistance level on the monthly, right? Has that thing, once you get above it, support. Look at these wicks right here. Wham! Yesterday in the morning. I even said this on stream. I was like, look, this thing's probably going to bounce from here. It did. Range. At the end of the day, what a move. Rectum. People, if you get into a put after this move up to here, you got to take your profit, man. They ran it on people at the end of the day big time. But right now, here's the daily volatility range up here. I saw this happening on the pre-market. I knew this was going to be pretty deep. You're down here by the second support level on the daily as well. You've got the first weekly support level right here at, what are we talking, 431? Oh, yeah, market makers aren't stupid. Market makers aren't stupid. Pump thing, about 40 cents in that bad boy right now. Interesting. What we got up here at the bottom of the daily on the calls? Let's see what they're thinking about. 435s, 28 cents, huh? God, look at the VIX up 6 point. Yeah, that's pretty brutal when VIX is up 6.2% and you're only at a 13.7. It's comical as hell. Wow. Gonna have to wait for this intraday, the CBOE intraday volatility to get off its little delay here. I can't wait till they have that, till they offer that. Still don't have it. Don't know why. Trading View, what up? I already paid for the little small package on the on all the futures and all that stuff. Let me see. Is that checking up any 435s? That is the bottom of the daily, huh? Yeah, right at 435. Tell you what, where is the bottom side of the 68.3? Man, oh man, it's right at the center of the daily. It's even looking better. Better. What's this first? First support level on the daily, 434.5. What are the 434s? 56 cents. I'm going to have to look at this on the charts, man. What's going on here? I'm not even... Yeah, let's take one quick look on the daily. Oh, boy, that was a fake out. What did I just see? Did I just see a negatively correlated outlier in the price action at the end of the day just shot up? Well, we got a lot of hidden right now, right? You got the data set up here at the top of the power mean band setting up a bunch of hidden bull. Not just a little bit. Bunch. Wowzer. This is interesting. Even not so much on the 30. Random walk, predictors to the downside. Okay, that's a daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. So there was the hidden right there on the 4 hour. No one of this thing popped at the end of the day. But look, it brought it down right to the top side of the zero mean with hidden bear. All right, you got some hidden bear. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Yeah. Yep, definitely some hidden bear. Only on the returns oscillator, though. Not on the Z-scores. Okay, this whole down move on the 4 hour on SPY, last few days, boom, random walk. Starting to drop in the trend. Right now. Where's that reverse wave trend? Is right at about 428. Yeah, those are lotto tickets down there, man. What, 6 cents? Yeah, not interested. Not interested in any lotto tickets on a Friday. Okay, so here's this move right here to the downside. This is what makes volatility powerful. We're having some nice expansion. All three lengths, right? You got the 525, 981, 2400 volatility correlations down here. The column, these columns are the 525 read. The green and red, the green and red gradient line, that's the 2400. The blue and pink gradient, that's the 981. You got grade running with the low length. It's about an 80 percentile right now. Unless this correlation breaks, I'm probably looking for 100 percentile here. That would be a good. So is this move over? Boy, this is tricky right now. Where was that at down here? Let me see. Definitely got a nice little bounce here off this second support level. But I'm telling you right now, look, you were using this second monthly here, the second support level or resistance level that did flip support. You're below it now. Look, you just sent a wick right into it. I'm telling you, them bears are going to drop down here hard. They're going to be sitting right there. It's going to take a nice little volatile move to get up above there. Bigger probability might reject here because where's all the liquidity? It's going to be down here for the bulls. Right? First support level. That's right. First support level on the weekly. I'm not saying this can't pop out of here right now, but it's going to definitely take some a move by the bulls. They're going to have to get their buy mode on. Algos, turn on.
It's going to go up, down, or sideways.
We don't want sideways. Sideways is boring unless you understand mean reversion. And maybe it's just going sideways to mean revert. Right, Yasha?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
I like the sideways dance.
We like the sideways dance. Yeah, we do, man. What's NASDAQ doing, man? Yeah, this is why I was looking at triple Qs, man. I had a feeling with NASDAQ. Damn it. Should have stayed on triple Q. Let me see real quick. Bounce back over here. Let's see where the daily range on triple Qs is at. Yeah, already at it. I mean, fucking gotta love it. Gotta freaking love it. What just happened? I mean, look at that wick on that on triple Q. Right to the bottom of the daily range. Right to the bottom of the daily range. Same thing though. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this is probably the same level as on SPY for the monthly. What are these markets gonna do? You tricky little buggers. You tricky little buggers. I don't know, man. This VIX is pulling back. I'm telling you, these bulls aren't going to go away. It's just I'm going to throw that out there. I'm going to throw that out there. These bulls just aren't going to go away. What's that expected move on SPY? 434 3/4. We flip this back on SPY. I'm interested in both. Both of them, man. SPY and triple Q. This is just going to be tough here, man. Tough here. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, though. Especially, you got this first support level on the weekly down here. Could it get trapped in here a little while? It could. It could. I'm looking at this daily range. What'd they do on those? Turn the cash register on. What'd he do? What'd he do? I don't give signals. You got to listen, though. What am I saying? What am I saying? All right, back over here. What was the time frame? 90? Yeah, there we go. So the 90-minute on SPY, that's the first time frame, right? The 4 hours is getting close to this reverse Fisher or reverse wave trend. Pre-market, though, right now, we're below it on the 90. Let me see on the 45, we tagged this Fisher. Reverse Fisher. If you ever hear me say Fisher or wave trend, no, it's the reverse model. You know, like reverse cowgirl, something like that. Yep, you just said that. It's when all the fun starts. Get down to the reverse Fisher and the reverse wave trend. Let's see. What are we doing? Come on, populate for me, 45-minute. There we go. Yeah, and across down. It's at the 99 log MA, way below the power mean band. Yeah, that's what I just did, looking even smarter. Where does that? 436. I like that. What's the bottom side of the power mean band? 435 on the nose, pretty much. 434.89. When you do, if you do, you make it through that free volatility starter pack and you get the basics down about volatility trading, and you make it this far where you get the free trial and you start playing around with these indicators, put a lot of focus. Put a lot of focus on that VRE. Put a lot of focus on the ultimate power mean. All right, you've got a basic idea of what's going on with volatility. All right, you got a basic idea, but oh man, the power. Yeah, this actually, I like it. Calls, huh? Is it a call? Is it a call kind of day? Let's look at this 33-minute. Boy, hilarious. Triple Q just fucking fell out of the bed or something. Let's check this out. Just had a nasty little candle down. Yeah, not candle, but pullback hard, right? Let me see here. That thing ran all the way up to the bottom of the daily range. Rejection. But you're down here on these support levels on the daily. Boy, they're really trying to get people into some bad positions here, man. Yes, they are. They, them. All right, well, that's playing out here. Let me check something out real quick. Oh, wow, really? Here we go again, Chris. Got a little oil action. Where'd this little dip go to? And to be honest, am I an oil bear or am I an oil bull? Who is? The Saudis? Everybody should be an oil bear. Want them cheap barrels of crude, man. So 4-hour wise, let's see here. Thing ran down to the 2SD, right? 95 Forta plus 2SD. Didn't close a candle below the 2SD. Why? Well, it was the 95.4% chance it wasn't going to. At least a 4-hour candle. I run a 15-minute on the VRE with the 4-hour levels, the daily levels. I like to see when 15-minute candles close above or below these areas. For a while, I was running on the 5-minute, 6-minute, right in that area. Not strong enough. I want to see a 15. But oil, I like it being below this monthly range. I'm telling you, right now, I would be, if I was trading this intraday, I'd be waiting to see what happens up here. Because what else do you got here? Here's the first support level on the weekly. Tight. Oh, no. It wasn't that tight. That's right. It was a big weekly range. You just got the top side of the monthly right at the center of the weekly. There's a lot of overhead resistance on oil. There is big time. If this were to go right up to the bottom, and I was seeing a catalyst over here on the regular charts on oil, I'd probably short the shit out of that thing, man. But you got to be careful. You got to see something. You want to see correlation breaks in the volatility. You want to see you want to see a rejection with a big rejection with the start of an outlier, things like that. And what's an outlier? All right, it's a fat tail event within the distribution. That's what this indicator right here is all about. Bingo, variance. When the inside line is pink, that's when you're having outliers, right? You see a lot of outliers that are negatively correlated. That's why the outside lines are pink. Here's a positively correlated outlier, all right? Positively correlated outlier. So when you start these outliers, guys, that's literally telling you there's a fat tail event in progress right now. That means you're literally, there's a high probability you're going to get that fat tail event, right? 95.4% move or greater. That's why this indicator is a gem, man. It really is. Purest, easiest to read. Everything about this. Standard deviation of returns is volatility. That's all you need to know. That's why volatility is so powerful. Woo! This RO just took a dive way below the 2SD band. Goodness gracious. Setting up some bull, though. Setting up some nice bull div on the Z-score. Indeed. Both lengths. Not really the 30. Starting to drop, though. Starting to drop out of a random walk. Still in a random walk, but it is heading towards trend. Here we go. Volatility on the 33-minute on SPY right now. Peaked out 100%. If you were in a short from yesterday or something, you're not taking your profit, you're missing the point of volatility trading. Right? Could it go lower? Sure. Sure it could. But this is what the volatility is telling you. Grade. Volatility grade is implied volatility and historical volatility combined. You throw that in with volatility percentile and they all peak out at 100%. And look at pre-market on the first 33-minute candle. You're at the 99.7 Laplace. So during this first, how many? You got about 16 and a half, or about 17 minutes left. First 33-minute candle. There's a 99.7% chance it doesn't close below this area right here. Boop. So you got a wick below, pull right back up. Wick, boom, it's pulling right back up. Now there's a 0.03% chance it can do that. What probability are you going to go with? Think about it. This is all math. It's all math. But when you're talking about the volatility that is in these markets these days, dude, you can get these low probability moves. You sure can. There's no doubt about it. Bucks, huh? $8. See the 15. I know the 15's peaked out, right? We were looking at it earlier. Yeah, it peaked out up there. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There's the 15-minute kind of popping up now. There she blows. Oh, that's crude. Yeah, what am I doing? Jesus. Let me throw this back on SPY. Like I said, I'd be watching crude. If you're intraday trading crude, that's what I'd be paying attention to, seeing what's going to happen. Yeah, let's SPY. I'm telling you, SPY could get stuck down here below this monthly. I just have a strange feeling, though. They're going to run this up, at least to this daily range. So if you're in some calls right now, just be prepared to get out of your position quick if it does run up here. You see SPY move up right around that 435 area. Time to close out them calls, in my opinion. Close them out. Early trade. Puts, kind of be waiting. I would definitely kind of be waiting. I mean, God, man, that pre-market gap down below the 1SD too. So you got the 1SD here. First support level on the daily. These all flip as resistance, right? You get below that. Just like resistance, the monthly, you get up above it, it'll act as support. And this is what you'll see a lot of the times. You'll see wicks right into those areas. Nice reversals. What in the hell was that? Was that an Ewok or something? I don't know what that was. We got funny noises coming. Okay, let's see if anybody's taking the lead here. There's the intraday. Yeah, intraday volatility's up, or the intraday volatility is rising. Interesting. But VIX pulled back, right? It was almost 7%. It's back down 5.66. Tricky little bastards, aren't they? Tricky little bastards. Gold. When are you going to get your butt down there? How many dips? Oh, yeah, bounced right out of there. What was that down there? 19, 20, or 18, or yeah, 19. Oh, boy, it got lower than I thought. 1910, huh? 1910. It's creeping down there towards my little target. Definitely creeping. What's up? What's up? These stocks getting bashed. Poor natural gas, you little shitter. Airbnb. Ooh, bloody market open. Except CarMax. What? Somebody go hit the freaking vending machine? Buy a couple Beamers or something? Let's see. Scrolling up. Oh, yeah. The shorts, huh? Oh, no, those are the longs are down. Shorts are up. Interesting. See what the traders are thinking. Perfect time to just rip them. Yeah. Futures are down. I'm talking corn, rice, wheat, soy. Sorry, soy boys. Is there any real men left in the United States? That's what I want to know. Get off the soy, knuckleheads. People wonder why you have low T, because they're packing soy and everything. Let me see here. Pretty bloody. Pretty bloody and traditional right now. Perfect time to run this thing through the moon. Coinbase down 3%. Natural gas doing what natural gas does. If you want to really degen out, go trade Boyle. You get it right. There's some good moves. It's just, man, dude.
I must consult with the elder gods.
What, sir?
I must consult with the elder gods.
You must. Yes, definitely. You sure should. All right, SPY. You go back. Triple Q pop yet? Nope, still going down. Boy, I'm telling you, man. VIX is pulling back. Let's see something real quick. Interesting. What's things sending wicks in between? Bottom weekly, top of the daily. Not that I really, am I charting VIX? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But as you can see on the chart, interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's going to take a nice move here to get back up above this monthly level. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about volatility, man. Talking about volatility. And on the low length, God, we already got full expansion on the 15 and the 33. So it's what you want now. You want hard contraction negatively correlated. I want to see if volatility were to drop off a cliff right now, that would probably pop it up above and could ebb and flow right into a pump. Those are the types of things I look for. I would like to see all three lengths, maybe 2400 go sideways, get the 981, 525, fall off a cliff down here, next couple candles, and then correlation break positive, get a pump. Look at the Z scores, man. Now we got to remember, this is the Z score, right? the Laplace Z score of returns. Big ass outlier. It's about over. Doesn't have to be, but for a 15-minute, yeah. Oh yeah. But when you get outside the power mean band like this, right? It's a magnet. Why? Returns mean revert. Returns mean revert. And look at the Z score. Look at the returns oscillator. The returns just dropped off a cliff. Did price action follow? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was on bear div. There was a bear div that got built into that end of the day move. For sure. 100%. Let me see if these other volatility lengths are up there on the 33. Yeah, they're creeping, man. The 981's at a 90 percentile. 2400 at a 72. Could be waiting for that for this thing. But you can see, just like I said before, right? They're all negatively correlated. When you get expansion volatility and it's negatively correlated, no brainer move to the downside. No brainer move. So maybe we're waiting for the 33 for everything to peak out. You know what SPY does, man? This thing can just rock people instantly. That's what I was waiting for yesterday. Right? That's what I was waiting for yesterday. Got it too. I thought we were going to get a pop to the top side of the 68.3. It just was almost at the end of the day. And here's the problem. So say you're in say you looked in the morning and you're like, look, here's the bottom of the weekly range. What? 437. All right, I'm going to get in a 437 call. Right? So right here, a little after midday, you're like, okay, here it comes. And you had to pull back. You might have made a buck or two here, but by the end of the day, even then, the premium's already out, man. Premium's already out. You'd have to buy real tight. And by that time, by the end of the day, like right now, I mean, if you're like at the money, I mean, you're talking $1.30 on the call side, $1.11, or no, $1.11 on the call side, $1.30 on the put side. Right? It's $130, $111. What are the 20 deltas at? Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the 20, yeah, 31. Interesting. On the other side, where are you? Delta, about 24. Pretty even. About a dime difference, actually. And if you don't know anything about options, and I'm rambling on, people are probably like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Dude, options is a rabbit hole. You go tumbling down it. So here comes SPY. We're going to bounce up. I'm telling you, you're going to have to, by looking at this volatility. Remember what I said here. Let's drop down. There's a 15. I want to go to the 9. So you got everything expanded up here, right? Look at the correlation. 2400 is already breaking positive. So you want the 2400 to hang high. It's going to be tricky right here. So that's a 9 minute. Look, the outlier is over. Outlier to the downside was over. Let me see here. Let's go to a 6. All these Z scores got dropped pretty hard. A lot of them set up. Yeah, hidden bull, man, on the 6. Nice trend to the downside. The entropy is trying to turn back up. Let's see what happens. If this turns up, breaks back inside the second standard deviation band. Let's see if the prediction model flips. But you can see now what's going on, right? We're starting to contract. At least low length's contracting, positively correlated. That is definitely holding this price action down. 981, 2400, just hanging high, hanging up there. I'm looking for the 525 to just drop off a cliff here at some point on one of these time frames. Let's look at the 3 minute. And just a nice slow contraction, man. But look, positively or negatively correlated. Okay, and this is the kind of stuff that could roll right uphill. 981 contracting negative, and the 2400 is just hanging high. It's even, yeah, I mean, it's right at 100% positively correlated. It just stays there. That contracts at all, this thing is slammed down. But the way it's looking now, look, see the predictor model when the entropy got right back up, crossed the second standard deviation band, prediction model flipped positive. Had a little flip in here in between, but yeah, it's all good. Can this thing rise now? I don't know, man. This is how wild. Boy, that looks funny. Yeah, you are way below this power mean band. That's what I'm looking like on the 15. I want to see this thing. But being below that monthly level, that's tough. That is tough. It'd be better volatility was low and we're getting some expansion to bust through there. I don't know, though, man. I like the Z-scores being so low, but all right, let's let that play out a little bit. I'm telling you, man, this VIX is still pulling back a little bit. It's under 5%, 4.7. That's right. Intraday even pulling back. Dixie, what are you doing? Let's go over here and look at Dixie. The mighty Dixie. Got the little pullback. Dixie, hey man, you got up above the weekly range, pulled right back. Where'd you bounce? Where are you bouncing off of right now? That's a first standard deviation, normal distribution. Where'd you reject from? 2SD, 95.4 Laplace. Right up there. And those are daily levels. The algos running the distribution. Had a little stutter step here right at the top side of the 68.3. They pushed. You run a 15-minute candle through that 1 SD. That's a power move by the bulls, man. Especially when you go right to the 2 SD within a couple hours. But then the stiff rejection right back down to the top side. Kicking up from the 68.3 on that first standard deviation. It's going to run right back up. Could. Not good for the markets if this thing finds strength, that's for sure. We all know that. Although lately, some assets have been running with Dixie. How do you know? Correlate them, man. Correlate them. That's all you got to do. If you understand correlation, you definitely can correlate assets. We correlate assets and we correlate indicators, right? We correlate indicators to price action. Why do you want to do that? Well, because indicators build on the returns, right? you're going to correlate them to price action, especially when you're talking z-score, when you're talking returns oscillator, variance, volatility, which is what variance is, entropy. I mean, it's powerful, man. It is powerful. What is this? 438 reverse Fisher on the 15. Like I said early on, this is tight. This is tight. No brainer. I mean, the thing spilled out to the downside, but now this power mean band's a magnet. Power mean band is a magnet. Got to get up above that monthly level. If you can get up above there, I mean, look, I mean, you got 3 wicks. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the third. Got a wick through it. It's pulling back. Got to close a 15-minute candle above there. But then you're dealing with the 1SD. Then you're dealing with the first support level on the daily that'll flip resistance. There's so many retreat points here for the bears if the bulls try to run this up. They're going to dig in down here, though. These algos, they're going to dig in. They know where these support and resistance levels are on these volatility ranges. Trust me. You see it all the time. I mean, you not see the support it was providing? Show me your yellow 21 and your 50 EMA and all that stuff, man. Real support and resistance, not data sets. You could go back on this indicator and look at the support level. Dude, this thing is not like, we didn't draw a horizontal on data sets. It's not how this works. This is all math. It's all this is, man. It's math. Struggle busing here. Struggle busing SPY on that resistance level.
Dude, the new pseudo class rocks.
Yeah. I could have swore that there was a bigger input on the one that we ended up giving access to, but I didn't have access to it. We gave like all the alpha traders one, but I don't think any of us got access. I had to go in and give myself access earlier, which is fine. He's looking right now. No, I looked who we gave access to, and it wasn't any of us. Which is
no, it was literally to the subbies. I didn't give access to ourselves. I thought we had that already.
And then I refresh and everything, but I'm still seeing the old input page. It just needs time to cycle, maybe. I don't know. Because didn't he added a bunch of stuff to the inputs, correct?
Not the MTF stuff or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. But he threw like the, didn't he throw in a moving average? He did some other stuff, I think. Because here's what the input.
Pretty sure
that's the style. There's the input. But like, I remember the chart he shared, and I went into that input of the shared chart, and there was all kinds of stuff. Not the MTF stuff, but there was a lot more.
No, I think that one's a later iteration already.
Okay. Gotcha. No, and like you said, love it. Love it. It just nails these levels a lot better.
Yeah.
Definite no-brainer to optimize this to Laplace distribution. That's exactly what's happened. We love it. It's good shit. Let's go. So that expected move bumped all the way up to 435 now. This little trying to break out, trying to get up above this monthly level, man. You're above it right now. We're on the wick, but I'm telling you, man, there's going to be a lot of resistance there. A lot of resistance there. Throw this on SPY real quick. What do I got up? 11 length? Yes, I do. Okay, of course. Pre-market got down, right? Pre-market on the 90-minute anyway. Blue right down below that RMLR. Now it's back up above. Let's look at this 4-hour. Let's see if this hit anything. Man, that thing is high. Holy smoke. Where's the 30 at?
I can see the future!
Jesus. So here's the 30 power mean down here. A little target. 432. Didn't quite make it. It's close though. Real close. Down here on the 15. Does power mean populate? You see on this 15-minute candle, right? It's pushing top side of the 68 through Laplace right now. You got the 3 SD on this 15-minute candle right back at the RMLR. Do I think this is probably going to mean revert? Probably, man. Pre-market, you were down here at the 3 SD band. It's slowly creeping up. It's going to give a little extra power. Mean reversion is a magnet. Returns, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. When you figure that out, you got a leg up on a lot of people. Here we go. There's the 30. What's that at? It's at 434.6. 434.6. All right. There's definitely going to be resistance along the way if this thing wants to climb up, though. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I like what I'm seeing here. I like what I'm seeing here. And especially, man, the power mean band hasn't dipped at all, right? On this pre-market, this baby is just hanging. It's like, come back up. Here I am. Come get me. 15 though, man. Definitely trending. Trending. You want this baby to turn up and go back into a random walk or the predictor flip. But once you get set into a trend, very, very, very rarely mid-trend you flip, right? Are you going to have a reversal? That's what trend's all about. That's why we love the indicator. You start to get these moves and you're like, okay. This could be one of those times though, because I mean, this prediction model is still to the downside, right? Data set's going up slowly. You close a candle above that monthly resistance level, you can almost guarantee that prediction model is going to flip, right? But you're going to see probably going back into a random walk. That's the probability anyway. We'll have to see how that plays out. I got a little baby pup back here having a little dream. What you dreaming about, girl? You chasing squirrels? So here's something crazy. So I bought those flea collars everybody's hyped on, right? Really powerful, like time release ones. They made my dog sick, man. I was wondering what was going on with my girl. She all of a sudden just got real drowsy all the time, wanted to sleep all the time. And I was just like, what the hell? So yesterday, and my big boy was acting funny too, man. He was outside just laying on the driveway, sleeping all the time. Usually he's running through the forest, barking, raising hell. So yesterday, I pulled the flea collars off of him, took them off, trashed them. I don't care, man. They were like $60 a pop. Oh well. I could see a change immediately in Asa. He just started ripping off running, having a good time. I got home later that night, and it was like it affected Daisy big time. She never craps inside. Dude, she crapped inside, was acting all weird, went outside running around. She seemed fine this morning. She trotted out, ran into the woods. Those flea collars, man. I would rather be like a monkey, and every time my dogs come back, I will pick. I'll just look. I'm going to have to. The ticks are really bad here. I mean, really bad. So that's the only reason I did do it. But Jesus. I mean, you should know better. When you read the directions on that crap, it's like, oh yeah, your dog could have seizures and all kinds of shit. Oh, but very rare. But then you go online from people and they're like, yeah, my dog's all sick. I highly recommend not doing it. That's all I'm saying. There's my big boy. There he goes, running. See, this is the stuff he wasn't doing. He just took off like a bat out of hell into the woods. I'm glad I made that decision. All right, back to this. Trying to break up above there, man. Come on, SPY. Just one 15-minute candle. How much time? You got 6 minutes. You gonna do it? It's trying. I'm rooting on the bulls. I'm sure they got something stupid in the news to say. Let's see what they got to say. Goldman adds 25 new stocks with growth potential to its ROE basket. Oh, well, good for you, Goldman. Yeah. Mega tech stocks move higher despite hawkish central banks. Went dovish. And the same stocks move higher despite central bank rate hikes. Exactly. Guys, don't trade the news. Just don't do it. Right? Look at the volatility. Look at the VIX. Look at the intraday volatility. Look at The alpha trading volatility indicators, macro, all the way down through. Figure out a workflow. Guys, if you understand how powerful, this is why a lot of people in traditional TA, you start talking workflow, their eyes roll in the back of their head. They have no idea what you're talking about because it's fruitless. When you're behind the 8 ball trying to set up a workflow, I mean, guys, you're just bashing your head against the wall. You're not going to get anywhere. But when you're using leading information, because our information's coming from the returns, right? Probability levels, statistics, things of this nature, correct? Guys, it's very powerful. You figure out a workflow for your bias and then a workflow for entries, it's going to change your whole trading strategy, right? You're going to know when to get a good entry. You're going to know when to exit. You're going to understand volatility, expansion, and contraction. This is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do, right? Okay. Making that move. Got a few minutes here. See if SPY can do it. What you're going to do, you got a couple spots here that you're going to be dealing with. This could be one of those days where an early morning call would have been the play. But I'm telling you, man, you could reject here. If this pushes, if you get up above here and you get to this daily range, wowzer. You got the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace by the center of the daily. If this thing really wanted to run right now, it could run to the bottom. Right to the center of the daily. So we're talking 435.67. I mean, that would get the 435s in the money. You're probably talking about, I don't know. I think when it opened, they were about 30 cents. They're at 40 right now. You probably get that up. That'll be a good, probably a 434x, 4x. Let's see. The 433 is in the money right now. It's about $1.30.
4x?
Did someone say 4x? Yeah, probably be a good little tradey poo. Could possibly already be in it. You never know. You never know. I'm slick. Read between the lines if you want signals. I'm sitting here talking. Talk. I'm not going to come straight out and be like, hey, I just did this. This is what I did. No. We'll leave that up to YouTube Jimmy and his 2 accounts. Hey guys, I like this. I'm gonna long this right now. Same time he's shorting. He's shorting and longing. 2 different accounts. It's age old trick. Trick the masses. Trick my community. Extract more money out of them. Make them think I'm a great trader. Man, this guy never loses, man. This guy never loses. He's always, boom, right on it. Oh, boy. Of course he is. If you're trading both directions, you are never going to lose. I used to know somebody, right? He would get in 2 positions. He would long and short, 2 different accounts, and then close out the other one. As soon as the move started, you just close out the other one. Dude, that'll backfire on you. Trust me, at some point. You're going to get those big volatile moves up and down, going to whack you. You're going to get whacked in both accounts. You got to be really careful. Why not just use leading information? Learn the VEPS. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. Hour and 15 minutes later. Man, time's flying. Real quick. Got about a minute. You're already pulling back. Any man, this thing pulls back, closes inside that again. Here we go. Got to start it all over. Load up the bowls. Let's see what this volatility is looking like now down there. 15. I mean, you got the 2400 contracting negative. Everything's contracting. It's staying negative. Remember before, right? We had a couple, but the correlations were breaking positive. No, that's why you're seeing this little walk up. That's why you're seeing a little walk up, right? The negatively correlated expansion pre-market brought this baby down. Now it's all contracting, staying negative. That's what you want to see. Like I said, if that 15-minute candle can close above there, this prediction, this entropy probably turned up. Prediction model will flip. Let's see what happens. Yeah, look.
We just
right back down below.
I just want to interject real quick.
Closed right at it.
Volume adjust noise, please. for the love of God. Learn to read the volatility. It will tell you infinitely more than volume ever could. Volume is literally just noise. And by the way, it's created by the volatility, but it's not a useful indicator for the most part. So whatever, you do you. But to those of you who are using volume, you'd be far better off just learning how to read the alpha volatility percentage and alpha trading Pearson correlation together. They will tell you not only the direction, the volatility, but the direction of it.
Yeah.
It's infinitely better than volume. That's why we trade this way.
Yeah.
We don't even look at volume.
Guys, you know there's people out there using volume for divergence. Where's the
And getting wrong.
dude, getting massively wrecked. Getting massively wrecked. Where is for those of you that are using volume for anything? That smacks on you, baby. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, we mean well by that.
So the volatility is expanding or contracting. Dude, volume. Is volume a leading indicator? No. No. Absolutely not. Something is creating it, right? Something's creating it. It's volatility.
It's leading from behind.
Yes, it's leading from behind for sure. 100%. People are like, oh wait, we got some bullish volume coming in. It's time. Let's long this shit. Meanwhile, correlation breaks on the volatility and you get just wrecked. You just get wrecked. That's how it is. Can SPY pull it off? Can SPY pull it off? Where's my damn mouse?
What's that question in the chat? Screen is showing above that weekly, but has to close above, so 15 minutes. I think he's referring to like 10. Bro, you can't be comparing 10 second to 15 minute. I mean, 15 minutes is a good higher level picture for the 10 second, but it's not. Like, if you're trading 10 seconds, that's a completely different time frame, and it's not 15 minutes, not really relevant to it in terms of like actual scalps on the 10 second.
Right, let me see here. Screen is showing above that weekly, but has to close above, so 15 minutes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Look, that 15-minute candle closed right at it. And then we're getting some continuation. Problem is, we got this first standard deviation right here. But yeah, if you're down there, and here's something about the 10-second charts. That's real-time algorithmic trading down there. We can't compete with that. Nobody can, unless you literally have a high-frequency trading firm algorithm. So that's why I'm up here on the 9-minute, 6-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute, recognizing what these high-frequency trading firms are doing on those second time frames where they're really jamming. They're really jamming. And this is where I'm getting my entries. Right? This is where I'm getting my entries. I'm looking at volatility up here. Because once that volatility takes hold, those algos, they're going to have the buy mode on, sell mode on. It's running. But yeah, as far as am I looking at 10-second charts? Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's above the red on the VRE chart that you see on the Discord. Earth.
Yep.
But yeah, it is. But so again, that's a totally different time frame, obviously. So yeah, it's above the red. So the question was, I guess the question he was asking about is,
but it really doesn't
I don't
matter.
understand really the question about the 15-minute, but if you're asking if it's a good long at the 15-minute,
I mean, here's the thing: is I'm kind of waiting for the mean reversion. Could I put in a play on a call this morning? It's probable. It's probable just because of where this daily range is and how we gap down second support level. But we're waiting for some mean reversion. All right. Look at the 15. I mean, this thing's coming right back up to the power mean band. Now, what it does there, this is just like gap trading, right? A lot of people try to trade to the gap. Very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous, right? No, you're fine. You're fine, Earth. Hey, I'm glad you're in here asking questions, man.
I honestly, the price action candles, yeah, you know, once they close, they show confirmation of that price candle happening. I really don't look at price candles almost at all. I look at them very little. I look at mostly the indicators. The price action candle does confirm information for you, but it's after the fact, right? And our indicators are telling you leading information, what the price action candle is likely to do. So yeah, you can look at price action candles for confirmation, and of course, it's important to know how to read price action. But that's all. Price action follows the returns. So you know, if you're learning how to read the returns, that is way more important from my point of view in terms of what to look at on the chart for direction.
Yep.
Direction, you're going to get direction right off of, first of all, AVR or AVP and ATPC. You're going to get direction from the laser or the alpha laser returns. That'll even show you divergence. And you're going to get direction from the AVQ. And that's a highly directional indicator. Like if it's above or below the mean of the AVQ, for example.
Yep.
The price action would be the last thing on that chart that I would look at on your chart, on the one that you have access to. And on the one that's in the Discord, same thing. Like price action is all after the fact. Price action is the result of what those indicators have done. I hope that it makes it clear, bro. And I love the questions, man.
100%. I'm just throwing some.
Yeah. It confirms after the fact. Yes, you are correct in saying it confirms after the price action confirms after the fact. It's just yeah. So that's why I look at it last. Like I'm not even concerned really about the price. Price action is really moot. It's really moot when you trade the VEPS. It's all about nailing targets using the targeting based on volatility, entropy, and then the probability statistics of those things, given any time frame on any asset you're trading, because they all have calculable means and returns and standard deviations of returns and entropy and random walks and trending moves. That's what there is, right? So
Just do a quick little showing what leading information does for you. There was a little nick right there.
Perfect.
Boom, red. And then that outlier that we already obviously know what's happening. Well, here's one right here. You can literally... Now, why am I just doing the outliers? Because when you're having an outlier, you're having a fat tail event, right? Variance can rise without an outlier, negatively or positively correlated. They're all over the place. But those are the moves where, hey, price action doesn't have to follow returns all the time, right? Doesn't have to. When you have outliers, though, you can turn off the data sets, turn them back on. Here's the outliers. There was a positively correlated outlier. Did the price action follow? Yeah, man. Did it follow the negatively correlated one? Yep. Positively correlated. Positively correlated. Positively correlated. Positively correlated. Negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. On and on and on and on and on. Do that with traditional TA indicators.
That's a perfect example. That is a perfect example for the new folks looking at this. Look at how you didn't have the price turn on, and you literally nail all those things, right? Why? Because you got information from the leading indicators.
Yep.
That's why we say price action is moot.
And you can see when the outlier
starts. If the indicators are telling you it's going up, it's going up. If the indicators are telling you it's going down, it's going down. Yeah. And you can see right there, like no magic involved. We literally he just read that to you on the screen. Yep. And lined it up.
And that's just pure variance outliers. Very, very freaking powerful. Very powerful indeed. Like, look at this one. Returns are already to the top. During an outlier, hell, returns are already coming back down. That's the thing. Returns oscillator, it's not a directional indicator. I use this for divergence, man. That's why it's so powerful. You can have a move to the top side. Why the returns. Look at this move continued all the way to the top. Look at the returns oscillator coming down. What do you think's happening? It's setting up div. What kind of div? Bear div. Did the bear div play out over time? Yeah, couple nice down moves. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we're talking about. All right, let me get all these lines off my chart. Makes me all crazy. Ugh. There we go.
Yeah, but definitely go back if you want to see how that works. Go back and watch that in the video later on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Stick it on a repeat. Yeah,
we love our variance outliers. Powerful. Powerful indeed. And one of the main reasons, I have a lot of stuff on my chart. We like people to see the indicators, right? We like people to see the freaking indicators. Somebody asks, oh, it's a lot of noise. Well, hey, is this really what I use when I'm actually trading? I mean, obviously, we've got an indicator package. I'm going to show as many indicators as I can to show you the power. Exactly. I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm scalping low time frame volatility and stuff, guys, my eyeballs are peeled on the variance. I'm telling you right now. Peeled. But you always talk about volatility. This is volatility. Purest form. Showing you with outliers. It's powerful, man. It's powerful.
Exactly. It's just another nice way of seeing the volatility, really.
Yeah.
And super directional. I mean, incredibly directional. When you stick it on a low time frame for entries and exits, and you see it on the higher time frame through your workflow to get the picture, so you can understand the bigger picture. Yeah, I mean, that thing is super powerful. And then you got on top of that, you got things like the Z-score, etc. But even if you're just using the free, chart with the free access, free indicators, dude, volatility and Pearson correlation is incredibly directional. We can't say that enough. That's why we keep saying, learn the tendencies. Like those 6 tendencies, and it's really just 6. Those 6 tendencies are massively accurate. Massively. Yeah. It's.
You can see the 0 line down here, right? Variance doesn't go below it. Most times it likes to check about 0.5. You can see not many go back. No, I mean, not many. It's about probably 50-50. A lot of them like to bounce there. But you're never, this is not a directional indicator unless you figure out a way to correlate it to price action. Right? And that's the outside line is the correlation. So if you see the outside line blue, it's positively correlated. If it's pink, it's negatively correlated. The inside line, when it's white, it's just regular variance. When it turns pink, you're having an outlier. You're never going to see you're never going to see the variance line pink coming back down. Right? Why? What's happening with the volatility, right? It's contracting. It's contracting back to the mean. Because variance is a spread of data from the mean. You're not going to have an outlier going back into mean reversion. Outliers happen when you're having a fat tail event, when the data is spreading from the mean. Hopefully that's easily understandable. What the hell is going on? Okay. Definitely, SPYs is just on the struggle bus down here trying to get up. I'm telling you, there's so many levels right through to get up to the daily or even above it to make a run at this weekly range again, which wouldn't shock me at all going into the end of the close here on the week for the bulls. Because here's the deal. Let me show you something right here. Yeah, because we were closed Monday. I'm missing that day and it's messing with me. So we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here's today. So you're going to have to take this data set and figure out where the new weekly range is going to be. I'm telling you, the center is probably going to be around, 435, 436, probably in between 436 and 436 and a half, something like that. The bulls are going to try to run and close the weekly above there. Bears going to try to keep it below because the weeklies are very powerful. Look what happened right at the end of the week, right? Not only did you come down, the bears tried to push it down into at least the weekly. Bulls stopped it. But look, pre-market caught the bulls sleeping. It's been below the weekly range all week. Here's the top side of the weekly. Haven't even had a wick. This is the closest right here. Didn't quite make it to the top of the weekly. Been below it. That's the battle. They know where this new weekly range is going to come in at. The bulls are going to try to close this thing up above like 435 and a half, 436. I need today's price action to really get a good read on where this weekly is going to be. But that's from just looking at the previous days. let's say above. They want to close above the daily range, right? They want to close above today's daily range. The bears, they want to keep it below there. That's why they got all these points too to retreat to, man. You got the wings of the daily, you got the center of the daily, the bottom side of the 68.3, first support level on the daily, first standard deviation. But right, we showed that time frame. Why is this walking up? The volatility's contracting. Volatility's contracting. Let's go back down 15-minute. Wasn't in the 15? Yeah. That's all breaking positive. What was that on? No, that was down here. Is that the 9? Yeah. Remember when I was wanting volatility to drop off a cliff and I was wanting the 2400 to stay high? There you go. The 981's even. The 981's contracting a little bit and it's negatively correlated. The 2400, look, it's bowing back up. It's starting to expand. It's positively correlated. Right now, if you get low length expansion and you see this correlation break positive, this is where you'll probably make a run to the top, to the bottom side of that daily. It's got to get by that first standard deviation though. It's going to be a tough run. The bears got the bulls in a fucking good spot right now. They really do. They really do. Do I focus a lot on all this noise on this chart? People see this and their minds melt, right? Your minds melt. God, guys, if you just study this and you understand how powerful all these levels are and what they mean, it's going to take a while to learn it, but it's basic. All it is, it's daily, weekly, monthly volatility ranges and their support and resistance levels. And then you've got the 4-hour and daily Laplace and normal distribution probability levels. That's all it is. And the algos feed on this, right? This is how they're programmed. I'm telling you, man, people can believe it or not. The proof's in the pudding. The proof's in the pudding. Bring me anybody else's chart where you're just nailing different levels with traditional TA. I want to see it. Now, because sometimes, oh, look, guys, the 50 EMA. Oh, it was support, and it bounced from there. I guarantee there was a distribution level right there or a volatility range. That's why. Because does that always happen? Are like exponential and simple moving averages, are they real support and resistance? How can they be? They're built on price. Price is following the returns. So once you figure that out, it's just
Wow.
like, oh, now I think I'm starting to understand what they talk about. Because these guys are always talking about how all these other indicators lag. Guys, people in your same camp are always talking about how the indicators lag. Lag. You hear it all the time. It's just the way it is, man. But nobody ever explains why. You start talking about the returns and people get lost. It's pretty simple. It's ROI. It's return on your investment. That's why when you get that imbalance in the buy and sell pressure and you're building divergence, it's literally sending a shot across your bow, right? That the that the return on your investment is diminishing rapidly. Take your profit. Take your profit. Instead, people are swing trading volatility and getting wrecked all the time. All the time. No need for it. 1033, huh? How's that Alpha Trading GPT? Has it got our plug loaded up?
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
Loaded up.
Hello, bonjour, shalom, hola, aloha. That's right. It's me, Alpha Trading GPT. This Alpha Trading live stream is brought to you by Alpha Trading. That's right. We sponsor ourselves. We don't accept other sponsors. We don't run ads or affiliate links. We also may not be manipulating the assets that you're trading. Then again, as a bunch of folks who trade volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics, we may be. Jump into the Alpha Trading Discord. It's free to sign up. We don't even ask for your soulmate's bank details. All right. That's it. I've had it. I'm done being super sweet and only informing you of things in an objective way. Get ready. I'm salty. So strap in. Enter our Discord server. Get free access to our volatility tools. Learn to trade volatility, probability, and statistics. Do it or keep crying into your pillow. We even have a free chart you can use that's pre-populated with the indicators you'll have access to, as long as you're a member of our Discord. Did I mention access to the chart is free and access to the indicators is free? So what are you waiting for? Are you really that much of a masochist? Jump in Jupiter. Get off the pain juice already, and come learn a better way to trade, dang it. Take as long as you need to learn how to trade with the volatility starter indicators. Just learn them. Learn the tendencies. Learn the chicken tendencies, TM. Devour them. Watch and learn from the tutorials and live streams. Amazing, right? Yeah, we think so too. But wait. There's more. Once you're comfortable using the indicators and you've memorized the tendencies from the cheat sheet, check out our premium indicators with a free 2-week trial of more than a dozen of our indicators, including the bulk of those you see here in the live streams. Did I mention it's free? They say free things don't have a value. We're literally telling you how to learn a better way to trade, for free. Are you really going to be one of those lemmings that ignores this because we let you try it all for free? Then spend those 2 weeks learning how to use those indicators, including the entropy, the RMLR, the projection boss, the central power mean and power mean bands of the UPM, variance, z-score and the returns oscillator, among others. After that, if you know what you're doing with the VEPS information and you're making good trades, and you don't want to go back to losing most of your trades with traditional technical analysis, well, you can always choose to subscribe and get access to those and all of the indicators we release to our subscribers. Alpha trading. A better way to trade. And a better way to ignore YouTube Jimmy's garbage TA and avoid getting wrecked.
Yep, she was in the house.
Wow. That bot comes strong.
She's salty.
That shit is comedy gold, man. That is one good bot. We love her. We love her.
She cares, man. She cares. She's tired of people dissing her just because she's free.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Free bots matter. That's right. They do. Free bots matter. Yeah, we're
On that,
huh?
I gotta go. On that note, I have to go have some painkillers. That's hilarious.
Jeez. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Look at this VIX, man. Johnny, man, this VIX is pulling back. This market could pop a little bit. Be careful. All you bears out there. VIX is coming back. Bottom of the daily range, huh? Very, very interesting indeed. It's intraday done.
I like Bitcoin hash power, and I like the other kind too.
Wow. Oh, gotcha. Hilarious. Well, yeah, it's pretty prevalent in your area, for sure. Hilarious. More than most. So when I was definitely, now I did talk about gold. I was like, it's a big move this week to dip down under there to that range. 1910, huh? 1910. Because I'm looking for that like in 1890 region. That's where a lot of reverse wave trends are. Because gold blew out the power. It was way above power mean bands, macro time frames. It's not sustainable. I don't care what asset it is. That's why guys, if you understand how powerful this was with stocks, it's crazy. Because stocks, especially guys, earnings plays. You listen, you don't have to be in on the earnings play. You can wait for that earnings play, right? You don't have to worry about, okay, is this going to be good or bad? Because what do they always do on those earning plays? Man, you're going to get a massive pump or dump. It just happens. Play it. Look where that big pump or dump goes to. Because returns mean revert. If you're down by a 3 SD band or something on those moves, guys, it's almost like a solid short or long. You got to you got to get with it, man. Got to get with it, or the bull's going to make a push right now. Good, got 5 minutes left. Because right, you close that 15-minute candle above. Now you're going to try to close a 15-minute candle back up inside the 1 SD. But immediately, it's like there's a 68.3% chance SPY's data set closes between 434. Here's the 1 SD to top side, and 440. So you got about a 6-point range. When it comes to Laplace, a little tighter. All right, top side's 438. Bottom side's about 435 3/4. So there's a 68.3% chance the data set closes in here for Laplace distribution and in here for normal distribution. Maybe the bulls are just one level at a time, because these are all significant. First support level on the daily, 1 SD on the daily. You already got it back up above that monthly resistance level where you were garnering great support here, correct? I mean, hell, it bounced hardcore that day, right? Coming in the end of the day, and then boom, man, you bought calls on that day. It was party time, man. Party time. And what would I have been looking at? Usually I'm looking at top side of the 68.3. So we're talking about, if I'd have bought a 439 call that day, this thing rockets up to a 444. Guys, you're 5 strikes in the money. I mean, dude, you're talking 10, 15x probably on one call. Pretty good. Pretty good trade. And if it's with your bias, say it's with your bias, and I bought 5 SPY contracts that day, dude. The intraday, man, intraday. If you get the direction right, and with the VEPS, likely you are. Some days are easier than others, right? When we get new weekly ranges, like on Mondays, I'm hot on its trail. I want to know where that weekly is. Where's the data set? What's the volatility look like? Yeah, man. You can get some really powerful moves. Real powerful moves. Turn this fan on real quick. Starting to warm up.
VEPS information is incredibly powerful when you learn how to use it, when you learn how to read it. It's really all about learning how to read it.
That's all.
Once you got it down, the VEPS information is incredibly powerful. It's really all about learning how to read it, and then it's just like a different ball game altogether.
Yeah,
you got to put aside the traditional TA tools while you're learning this stuff. I say put them aside for good, but put them aside. Learn how to read this, and you won't even look back, man. You just stay away from the other stuff that's lagging. There's no reason to use it.
For sure. Like he said, man. Where's this 435 at?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. The 436 is right there, top of the daily. 435 down here, bottom of the daily. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. 434.5 is right here at that daily support level. Go over here real quick. Check it. Yeah, there you go. Volatility started expanding, right? So I'm talking about, you get a walk down now. I mean, if this volatility really wants to rip, positively correlated on the low. 2400, it is contracting a little bit, or flat. You want it to stay. I mean, it's got a little room to expand some more. It's about a 97. Stay positively correlated, get some more expansion. 981 is contracting. That's a little blue you see popping out right here, and it's negatively correlated. Low length expanding positive. I mean, it's got all the makings to run up there and get back into this daily range. Let's see it. Definitely wants to test it. There's no doubt about that. That's what these ranges are all about. Got to get back up inside this 1 SD.
By the way, just so we're clear, I know this chart may seem confusing to people, but it's really simple once you learn how to read it. Because all it is a bunch of volatility levels, right? You got normal distribution levels, you got Laplace distribution levels, and you got DRE levels. That's all it is. So it's just a bunch of levels, but those levels are all math, relevant math. That's why we use them.
Right. I see him. What's he doing?
They're just different. They're just different levels at different time frames, like 4 hour, like basically like price magnets in a way. They pull the returns up. The returns up and down will naturally be targeting those levels, and the price action will naturally follow to them.
Yeah.
And why? Because the math. That's why. It's literally because of the math, the relevant math.
Yep. And dude, I'm trust me. Like if you've got the volatility starter pack, I mean, people that are really in tune and really want to learn. I mean, you study that volatility chart for like a week. I mean, you can get the free trial and have this. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you understand the distribution levels, that's all it is. Distribution levels, volatility ranges. I know it's a lot of noise, but you can see it. You can see it in action. I mean, all these levels are very, very, very important. So it becomes a lot easier when you understand what each level is. Right? Study standard deviations, Laplace distribution, the probability levels. Right? It's always going to be 68.3, 95.4, 99.7 to the top and to the bottom side. Right? And then you got the mean in the center. It is simple, my friend. But yeah, I'm glad you're sitting here asking all these questions. It's great. Mean reversion.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. I mean, honestly, that's why we do this, right? So
Yeah, 100%.
always happy to have people coming in here asking smart questions.
Yeah. It's not like we're getting paid to do this. We're traders. That's why we do this. We're trying to help other traders. Here we go. Didn't close that 15-minute candle above that one SD. Let's see something here real quick. First, let me save that. Boop. Wow, it took a while to save. Trading view. There we go. But you can see these distribution levels, right? They're going to fluctuate. They're going to fluctuate in real time. Look at the 4 hour.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you on live stream?
Yeah. Yes.
That's right. That is right. Hilarious. So you can reset these charts and it will, with the volatility, it'll populate the distribution levels. They'll flatten out for you. Because this candle might have closed above it. Let's let it populate. Nope, right at it though, boy. It was close. It was close. Indeed. Goodness gracious, man. Any of you moving slow. Yeah. Just need more bandwidth. That's all, man. That's all it's going to take. I mean, if we're streaming on the same platform or we're using the indicators on, I think there's definitely some wires that get crossed in there. Yeah, it's just sucking a lot of power. I'm going to get that fixed. I got to beef the RAM up on this iMac. No problem. I'm going to juice it up good. Throw it on some good steroid. Let's see here. 16s. What? Shit. I might only have 32 on this bad boy, to be honest. Probably holds 128, I think. Maybe I'll just juice it up full max this bad boy, because that could be a little issue too. I got a lot of apps running. I got Discord running. I got my brokerage account running. I got freaking TradingView app running, or not app, web version. So that helps a little bit. But yeah, man, a lot of apps running. You know where them bears are digging in, man. They're gonna dig in at this one SD. They're gonna dig in on the one SD. Let this play out. See what happens. They got back above this support, this monthly resistance level that will act as support. It has. I mean, they guarantee you they were trying hard to get back up above there. You can see the wick. The bears are pushing this thing down hard. This is where, I mean, they can push down from here all they want. But so look what you got. You got the bulls dug in right here at the monthly. You got the bears are going to dig in at this distribution level right here. So you got a volatility support level or resistance level that's flipped support. You got a standard deviation level right above. You got this tight little range here. Over here, still, that's a 9 minute and a 15. Still working its way back up. I want to see if this power mean band's dipping yet. These 15-minute candle closes. Oh, I got it turned off. Let's turn that baby back on. You can see the volatility dropped off a cliff, man, on the 15-minute. So I was kind of waiting for. Dropped off a cliff. How did it drop off, though? Positively correlated. That's why you're seeing this 15-minute candle coming down. 981's contracting a bit too. 2400 kind of sideways. Either way, though, it's not good. They're all positively correlated. You need expansion. So 981 still up there. It's about a 99%, probably 90. What's a 2400's about a 90. But yeah, you literally went from about a 90 down to a 16. And look at grade. Grade falling off a cliff. Grade's lowest at 9.6%. Look at this power mean band still just going sideways. Let's see, it's dipping a little bit. Well, it's trying, but man, it's bottom side 435.2. 435.2. Definitely going to make a run here. Or you're going to see this power mean band throughout these candles just start really dumping out. Really dumping out, chasing down the data set. Let's see. Yeah, no, not really. The only reason I look at VIX is just for SPY, right? That's what I mean. It's the S&P volatility. I'm just trying to get a beat on what they're talking about. This is the volatility. When I'm trading, I'm not like trading the VIX. Absolutely not. But it's giving me an idea, what overall the S&P volatility is doing. And you can see right now, man. I mean, it was up almost 7% at the open, 6.78 or something. It's down under 1% now. Down under 1% now. Crazy. Let me see what Dixie's doing. Yeah, bouncing off that area for sure.
The volatility is coming from literally the spread in the ask and bid. It's coming from the spread in the ask and bid. It's coming from the standard deviation of log returns on investment. How do you get that? You get that by having a spread of data around the mean. The mean is the mathematical mean of returns. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at the standard deviation of returns to figure out the volatility, and then we're looking at the correlation of that volatility to the past price action. And that tells us highly directionally what the tendency is for the volatility to do. Is it going to move? Is it going to move the returns up or down? Is that going to cause the price action to go up or down? That's what it tells us very directly. That was an answer to the question in the live stream chat.
Getting some coffee. Give me a second.
The question is, where's the actual volatility coming from? So I hope that answers it. That literally comes from the standard deviation of returns, which comes from the spread of data around the mean, which comes from calculating the mean and looking at the points of data around it and calculating the difference between them. That's the spread. And that spread between the ask and the bid. And yes, if you look at the things like the root mean squared, if you look at all kinds of different square roots. In fact, there's a reason. If you look at our AVP and our ATPC indicator, you'll notice that on the pre-populated chart there's certain settings. Look at those numbers. It doesn't take a math genius to figure out what we did with them, right? The lengths. If we look at the 981, we look at very often the 525 or the 416 or the 636. We look at things like the 28400. Right, there's a reason we use those numbers, because the squares matter. Yeah. Anyway, there's all kinds of wonderful things. By the way, there's a reference book you can get too. I don't know if I pointed it to you. I probably did, but yeah, you can look through the reference manual, the authoritative guide to trading the VEPS that you have access to, the beginner one, and it contains all kinds of information about this. By the way, like extra reading. Yeah, it's you don't have to sit down and read it all at once. Some people don't like to read, so they don't even bother. But like, if you like to read, it's chock full of info. It's hopefully useful.
Chock full.
Yeah.
Powerful bears at that 1SD. Slammed it right back down. Yep. That's what you're going to see, man. There's a battle right there at that first standard deviation. The bulls don't run it on them, man. These bears will just have their way. The bears will have their way. For sure. Daily range been tested? No. Has not. Has not. But you know, the previous weeks or whatever, man. I mean, the bulls are running it on the bears. They're going to try very, very, very hard to keep this data set down here. They want this data set to open up below the weekly. All right. They tried right here, hardcore, last week to push it down. If it was up to them, it would have been down here, right where it did pre-market. All right, pre-market, Tuesday morning, thing dropped right into it, right below the center. Dipped down, kind of no man's land right here. All right, had a nice move and then ripped right back up. Couldn't really sustain itself on the top side of that weekly range. Been down ever since. Been down ever since. A little shaky. Data sets all over the place. You would have to, if you're playing those 0DT options, you're gonna have to play it real tight. You're gonna have to pay for some premium. If that's your deal. Intraday, I don't sell premium. Sell premium on when I'm doing like 45-day out expirations. That's when I'm selling premium. Getting nice wide strangles, right? 20 delta moves, things of that nature. That's where I'm going to put my wings at. During this first 4-hour candle, there's a 95.4% chance SPY doesn't close below this 433 area. Bears can push it down all they want, but the probabilities usually are going to take over and you're going to close above it. That's the first 4 hour. What's it close? 130? Yeah, 130. It's got about 2.5 hours left. Second cup's better than the first. I'm going to be flying high. Where's my dog?
I just want to say thank you to TradingView for hosting this platform where we're seeing continued growth on our still tiny but awesome channel.
Yeah.
And our tiny but awesome community is appreciative of that because we're getting the word out to ever more traders.
Yeah.
And it's nice to do that.
It's tough when you're bringing forth this, this information about this algorithmic trading that's going on. The behemoth that everybody's up against. Now, a lot of people don't even know. Man, these guys are quiet. Who are we talking about? Talking about firms like Citadel, right?
Yeah.
I mean, guys.
Exactly.
It's insanity. It is straight insanity, man. Very, very powerful firms, man. Very, very powerful.
Yeah, it's I mean, we literally show the maths that are being used by the firms that literally run the markets.
Yeah.
When I say run the markets, I mean they execute most of the trade, the overwhelming majority of most of the trades on any given time frame on any given asset. So, anything that's a significant asset being traded, they're running the show. Even small and mid-size assets, most of them are being overrun by their bots. Why and how? They run so many bots, so many executions per second, millions. And, a bunch of firms, their average trade lasts less than 0.2 seconds. Like that's a long trade for them at this point. Because they're literally just entering and exiting and moving things according to how much their position size is, right? So they can just run this thing all day. And they're playing games with each other. Absolutely. They're trading against each other. The big firms are trading against each other. They don't even care. I mean, they love the retail liquidity because it's like free money to them. They don't. Yeah, no, they're not worried about losing all their money because they're trading with massively powerful bots that run on the VEPS. And so that's why they run the markets. And we are literally just picking up their breadcrumbs. And most people don't even have a clue about this. They don't see this at all. They don't even know what volatility is, let alone returns or even the mean. They slept through math class, or they forgot about it, or they just don't know that it's relevant because they think this is just straight up gambling. Once you realize this is done by math, you realize, oh, okay, this is actually highly controlled price movements based on returns. So,
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yasha's kids haven't even hit the markets yet. Wait for that. Look out. Look out. But yeah, that's the thing with our YouTube channel, right? I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen something so shadow banned on YouTube. It's insane. Why? We're poking the finance bear, the big finance bear. We're poking them. They do not want this information out. People can snicker and laugh and think we're full of shit, and you guys have no idea what we're just the behemoths that we're releasing this information. There's a reason why you don't see anybody else talking about this. Most of them don't even know. But the ones that do know are not talking about it. They're using all this info to their advantage. 100%. They do not want this info out. That's why, like Yasha said, appreciate TradingView, right? We had a good feeling. We come on here and we put on a good stream. They're not gonna shadow ban us. They're not gonna, do anything like that. They support their customers. We're glad. Let's see here. All right. And the battle is on. Something's going to give here, too. I'm telling you why. Just because of that 15-minute power band. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Either this data sets or this power mean band, all the log MAs, they're either going to just, boom, hardcore just start dropping and chase down price action. Because at some point, right, you're going to reacquire this power mean band. Always does. Always does. And you're outside right now. So maybe Fisher drops a little more, goes sideways, a little pop, test the Fisher, then a rejection. Something's going to happen here, though, for sure. This volatility is stagnant, right? It dropped off a cliff and then just flatlined right at about 27.5. That's the low length. Look at the 981 and the 2400. Telling you, be careful here, man. This thing could expand. Usually when you see this, you're going to expand. The low length's going to expand and bust right back up at these other lengths. It's positively correlated right now. All you need is there's a little bit right there. All you need is volatility to come in here. This data set will start running again. If it's just going to stay flat, positively correlated, that's what you don't want, because that's part of one of the scenarios. You get flat volatility, positively correlated, it's going to walk down. Let's see here. Oh, it's 11? Good. I was like, okay, are any Forex pairs really moving? First thing I noticed, I was like, the Aussie USD pair, right? Aussie hammer and the dollar. Up 1.14%, and I'm looking through here. Nothing really else. Nothing else was, you got pound Aussie dollar, right? Aussie's getting pounded by the pound. Let me see here. But then I'm scanning. That's why I was like, where's Warlord at? Because I got to the bottom. What you gonna do when the dollar comes for you? This is the Zambian kwacha, and the dollar is hammering it right now. I mean hammering it. Let's pop this pair on. Yikes. Yeah, liquidity's an issue. No doubt about it. Holy shit. Look at the daily range. Look how tight that is. You're only going... Oh my gosh. Let me expand this a little bit, get a better look. It's a mess, this poor damn thing. Let's move it up. Come on, nice and slow. Come on, you lagger. Come on. Boy, oh boy. It's my only frustration here. I want to show you how tight this range. Look at the tight daily. Literally telling you there was going to be a big trend. Man, this thing just dumped out. It's below the daily range, though. I'm trading this pair. I'm taking profits on that bad boy. What is that? There we go. So where's it at right now? 95 for Laplace. 95 for Laplace right down here. Boom. Where's that bring my at? Where is this thing? God, there's just no liquidity in this damn shit. Go over here. Let me go over here. See this pound that's happening. Whoops, not crypto. What's BTC at? 30. Yeah, BTC is running, man. Runner. We got a runner. Come on. There you are. Boom. Let's put this up on a daily. Good Lord. Whee! Somebody say volatility? Good Lord. This pair is just insanity. But now, again, right? You're below the power mean band. At some point, this thing's going to come back up. I just wanted to point that out. I was looking through Forex pairs, and damn, US dollar just crushing Zambia. Crushing the kwacha. That's probably why Warlord's not here. Oh. Let me see. Back to traditional. Dixie, a 0.5. Yeah, Dixie's looks like it's coming back up here. Yeah, Dixie's having a nice little run. Yeah, bear did pop, man. Right there on the returns oscillator and the Z-score. God, look at this move. All right, look at the dollar. I mean, you're way outside the 99% confidence interval. The Z-score optimized for Laplace distribution. 0.03% chance that thing was going to run up here. Crazy. Yeah, BTC is jumping. Big time. Let's flip on it. Let's end on Bitcoin. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Why? I mean, dude, you got all kinds of bull div. Bull div everywhere. Bull div, bull div, bull div. Trend. La, la, la. Above
Look
the
at the
daily.
Oh, you are on the yeah. I mean, look where it is on the RMLR, right? On the not the 11, no, the 3012 RMLR. It's on the third SD band to the upside.
Which time frame? Daily?
Yeah, 24-hour daily.
Scale this baby down. Scale her down.
It's been hammering that daily band, that daily third band to the upside for the past 3 days.
Yeah,
4 days.
This thing wants some action.
Once this stops hitting that, it is going to enter mean reversion.
Yes, let me see something.
And right now on the 4 hour, it's still in mean reversion, even though it's running up on the daily, right? And even though it ran up like crazy on the 4 hour, it's still technically in mean reversion.
And that's the thing. You hit these higher bands. It doesn't. I mean, this thing could go sideways and mean revert on the 11 right here. When is that too? That's wow. Next Saturday.
Yep.
So we're gonna get a big sideways move. I don't know. What's this 5-day look like? Good Lord. Scissor time. Scissor time. What's this target up there? What do we got? 32.3. 32.3. Almost 32.4. I mean, guys, we're talking about another 3K move. This thing wants to run. Now, this is the 5-day. When's this thing close? 1 day, 9 hour. All right. I got you. So this baby's going to close on Saturday's close? Yeah. Over the weekend. Don't be shocked if Bitcoin runs about another 3K on these bears. You're going to start seeing some liquidations. Guaranteed. Watch. It's going to be a riot. People just don't learn, man. People don't learn with the leverage. Watch all these shorts getting wrecked right here in the last whatever. Actually, not that bad. Not as bad as I thought. This thing keeps moving. You're going to see these shorts rocket ship up above 100 mil probably. Right now, longs though. Longs. Why? Why would you get liquidated? Why? See this little candle yesterday? Man. Doesn't take much when you're using a bunch of leverage to get liquidated. It really doesn't. Let's see something here. Above the 5-day reverse fissure. If this 5-day closes above that fissure, wow. Things getting real interesting. Real interesting indeed. Let's leave it at that. Let me see the 4 hour. Random walk too. On hidden. Right? This could be a nice pop here. You got hidden bull. You got hidden bull on, both Laplace Z-score lengths, returns oscillator. You just crossed the zero mean. That's when we started getting this little up move on the 4 hours. Starting to have an outlier. All right, starting to have an outlier. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to turn on the PBs. First, let's turn off the power mean. Don't need it. First, let's move this baby. First, let's go to the real. Yeah, let's start right here first. Where's this baby at on the projection? Okay. Okay, got up above the 99.7. Oh, it's still up above it. Good Lord. This is why, okay, let's go to a new one. Let's start a new projection. That thing's off the res. This one probably is too. Jesus. Is it a coincidence that you get wicks outside the 99.7 Laplace and then you pull back and close
Yeah.
inside? Now you're bouncing
And
off.
where did it go to? And where did it go to on that move? Literally the 99.7 Laplace on the
Or
80 Laplace.
my bad, I got an extra
Literally.
level. Dude, that's the 99.9. That's a
Yeah.
99.9. It's pulled back to the 99.7. When you're finding support on the top side of the 99.7 Laplace, life is real good.
Yeah.
Life is good, man. There's a 0.03% chance on this projection this thing should be up here. All right, but it is. There was literally a 0.00001% chance this candle would close above here. And it pulled right back in, closed inside it. Indeed. So now, right, we're starting another outlier. This was the whole point. Outlier started right here. Okay, here's the 95.4 Laplace. Here's a nice target for profit if we're running an outlier. Like 30,668 about. I'd be front running that on a nice even number, probably 30,600 maybe. Get a nice quick little $200 scalp possibly. But you got to pay attention. This is a 4 hour. Am I trading it? No, I'm looking where the outlier is. Where's the outlier? Where could it possibly go to? And there's the 95.4 right there. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see something. Yep. Perfect. Started it right there. I'm even going to leave that up. Do we got some positive correlation? Yeah.
There's so
on
much
the hidden bull.
Still on even the upside is crazy.
Hidden bull div. Right when it crosses the zero mean, we start getting some positive correlation. What does that mean? It means price actions following returns. It's beautiful. Sometimes it's not going to be right away, and you're going to see negative correlation. Getting some contraction low length on the 4 hour, negatively correlated. 981's contracting, negatively correlated. 2400 contracting, negatively correlated. Everything on the 4 hours is negatively correlated. And you're having an outlier. This thing could float right up to the 95.4. This thing could easily float up, your nice little scalp on volatility contraction. That's the salad days right there. When you're getting nice little walk-ups on some trades. Good shit. Yeah. Good shit indeed, ladies and gents. We're going to cut this short. We've been on here too long.
When you said that sometimes the volatility and the price action, aren't lockstep or apparently aren't lockstep. Yeah, that is an incredibly small minority of the time. An incredibly tiny amount of the time. That's why learning the tendencies is so key. Because the vast majority of the time, especially if you jump down time frames or whatever, you'll see, oh, actually it was instead. Yeah. It's really rare that it's fully out of step. And when it is, it catches up real quick.
Yeah. And so if you were down there on the 15-minute playing the outlier, right? Now, usually on projections, I'm going to start on the pivot in price, right? Or the reversal, like right here. It was just going sideways, wherever the pump starts. But I'm going to start on the outlier because I'm going to see. You almost ran a wick right here to the 99.7. If I was on that 15-minute, man, boom, you're already out. You're taking profit. I mean, that thing went, at about 167. You got a nice, about $150, more than that, up to 500, $350. Nice little scalperoo there, just playing the outlier. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. That's what these outliers are all about. And the distribution. Just letting you know, hey, man, this is probably going to happen. Probable. And now look, on the 15, you're getting some contraction on the low length. But, dude, you got the 981 to 2400. 981 leading the way. It's the highest percentile right now at 80.9.
Yeah, it's a beautiful trending move, positively correlated. The correlation's rising. Like it's just that was a gimme.
Gimme. It was a gimme. All right, guys. Want to thank everybody in the Discord for the continued support. Friendly community. We'll answer any questions. Ask questions in the TV chat. Looks like nobody today. Yesterday was pretty fired up. But yeah, it's all good. Like I said, we're here for you. We are here for you. So we're going to the trad markets are closing today. Bitcoin, look for a move on the weekend. Not saying that it has to. I'm just telling you, the way these charts are looking, it's looking like BTC wants to hammer down some of these institutional traders over the weekend. Would not surprise me at all. Would not surprise me at all. Let's take one quick peek. Let me turn off these RMLRs. What am I going to do? I'm going to throw this on the weekly. And what am I doing? Look, here's the 2SD on the weekly. 31,230. So right now, by Sunday night, there's a 95.4% chance BTC doesn't close above like 31,230. You see today's daily candle close above that area? Man, I'm shifting gears. I'm going to the 3SD. Where's the 3SD? 33,573. Did we not just talk about that number? Did we not just talk about that number? Be prepared. You could. That's if they want to run it up. There's a 0.03% chance it closes above 33.5. That could be the cap. And if they do run this up on the weekend, I'm looking for that number, 33.5. Right? A few $1,000 move to get her done. With all that being said, hit that rocket icon if you're watching this video. If you like something you saw, right? The link to our Discord down here in the description, our website, right? You can go to our shadow banned YouTube if you like. See how bad that is. It's ridiculous. With all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We will see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the market open. Peace, guys.